7 tricks I found in the Vitality versus the G2 match in basically the Blast Premier Major, and yeah, I'll be showing you guys 3 tips from Vitality as they play CT and 4 tips from G2 as they play T side. And if you guys want a part 2, I'll switch the roles and I'll show you some tips and tricks from Vitality side when they play T and the CT side from G2. Alright, so the first trick will be from Nico, and what he does is he basically does a molly for people who are playing at this box CTs, or basically just defending people to push. So what you want to do is you just stick to this wall. What Nico does is he finds this corner of this building. You can see the corner, and once he sees that corner just like this, he aims at this little thing just like shown, and left click throw. This will land perfectly behind there, so anyone holding there or trying to push will probably get mollied. So what Nico and G2 did is actually he paired this molly up together with the cross to secret smoke, and when he paired this up, it was just nice because anyone holding there would probably get pushed and you get a free pass over to secret. And what Nico also did before that molly was he actually smoked this part, and you basically just go all the way through red onto secret pretty much freely. Going through secret using all those utils could be an option, but what G2 did was they did all that setup just to fake going outside, but what they ended up was walking back to lobby and they just pushed A through hut. Alright, so the next trick will be by Monasi. What he does is he does a molly and flash combo over to A side, and what he does is go up here, he will go up to this thing and aims in the middle of it just like this. He will aim at this window at the bottom left. If you want to see it, this is the off window and the full window on the left right here, and aim at the bottom left. And all he does is just a jump throw and he flashes it up with flasher 2 like this, and this will probably blind some people and molly A side play. If you want to see the flash lineup that we did earlier, or I did, it pops right here. So sadly it does not hit people on top of hut here, but I think this flash is aimed towards people playing over at heaven or rafters here just like this, or even on A side. So that's about it. Just keep in mind it doesn't flash anyone on top of hut. Alright, the next trick will be a Nico one way over at outside around T boxes. So he goes up here, he gets stuck over in this corner like this, and he actually aims at the shadow here, somewhere here. He aims around the middle of this fence of the shadow like here, slightly to the right, and he just jump throws. And what the smoke does is actually provide him some form of one way here. So if you go up onto this box here, you should be able to see a one way. You can see credit here around silver and even garage if you move slightly to the left like this. And this is very hard to spot. Some people do not expect this, and some people don't even know that you can actually go up here just like this without even going to this box. So this is pretty helpful pixel spot like that, and yeah, could catch someone off guard with the one way. When I was watching Nico's POV, he did that smoke, but he didn't actually go up to this box. What he did was just stay here because he got mollied out by the enemy over here. But I think his intention was to do a one way over on that box. So if I'm wrong, then obviously you can tell me in the comments and yeah, tell me what's right. Alright, so this will be the final trick for G2, and we'll be going on to Vitality right after this. And what G2 does here is they actually do the very famous Navi smoke on outside, and they just recreate it in their own way. So we'll be doing this smoke is Monasi, Hooksy, and Nico, and I'll be doing Monasi's first. So Monasi will be over in spawn here. He'll get to this corner beside the stairs. He just aims at this lamppost and jump throw. Then Hooksy smoke, he'll run it up and destruct just like this. Then he looks at the top left of this little container like this. And for Nico smoke, all you have to do is he plays here, he looks anyone for pushing. Once they're ready to smoke, he peeks out, looking at this logo here, aims at the top right, and he just runs and throw a little just like this, and you get a full basically Navi famous recreation smoke from G2. Alright, so now I'll be Vitality, and I'll be doing a molly from Apex and an HE from Zayu, and this will actually involve the 3-man Navi smoke setup outside that G2 did, just to basically help them counter it a little. Okay, so let's say that they did their recreational Navi famous smoke G2. With the Apexes, he just goes back behind this container and he just aims at the top right just like this, and left click throws with the molly. But this is actually perfectly Molly's out secret, so it'll be a little harder for them to get in, especially if they use a lot of smoke. And the next thing they did was, when the smoke was up, what Zaiwu did was he was playing over in silver here. All he did was he peeked out a little here. He actually got a kill off Nico, just like this. And what he does is, right after the smoke pops, he knows that the T's will be pushing, so he just does this nade where he aims at the bottom and jump throw over around in this area. And honestly, any T's that push this will probably get hit by this nade and just get, you know, damaged a little. So just to clear it up again, all he did was aim at the bottom of the container at silver here, run a little and jump throw. And this should basically land over here where T's usually push. Alright, the next trick is by Apex, and what he does is actually mollies outside where T's usually push outside over here. He mollies around here. And this is actually quite helpful to prevent rushes or just to deny any smoke lineups that are for flanks. And yeah, so what he does is he runs up from CT spawn, then he basically goes over here until he sees a small gap. So he leaves a gap in mini between silver and mini just by lilies like this. And the moment he gets here, he'll start walking, and when he hits this ramp like there, you can see that you're elevated. He just jump throws. So in full he will lift like this. So runs here, takes out his molly, just leave a small gap, walks, and then jump throw. Flashing molly right here perfectly so that T's can't push or do anything about it. And in full speed, this is what it looks like. So just like that. And for the final trick that Vitality does is from Dupree. So basically what he was doing, he was playing on top of Sile like this, and he basically couldn't get a peek. So what he did is he dropped down and he heard flashes and smokes going in. So the moment he heard that, he does the smoke where he basically, I don't think it's a strict lineup, he just drops down and he instantly smokes like this. So what this smoke does is basically provide him some cover, and basically he plays in a really weird angle like in this edge right here. So this is actually pretty helpful because it sort of acts sort of like a one-way here, and it's very hard to spot him in that corner. And this is also helpful if Dupree does get flash. All he can do is just stay behind the smoke and he wouldn't get hit. Alright, so I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and you find these tips and tricks helpful. And if you do want a part 2, please comment down below for the reverse roll. I'll be doing, like I said in the start of the video, I'll be doing the reverse. So TTs will be on G2 side and T's will be on Vitality. And yeah, if you do enjoy the video, please drop a like, and if you don't mind, subscribe for more content. Thank you guys, and see you later.